Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the installment of Scott Selections here for Saturday, November 21st. Before we get into today's play of the day, quick recap of what happened yesterday. We ended up picking up a loss with Florida Atlantic minus 33. Unfortunately, they only gave up 2 points in the entire game, so they gave up no offensive points whatsoever, and that did not matter as Florida Atlantic offense didn't even reach 30. Their team total was 42. So offensively, they were a disaster. Defensively, they were as good as advertised, but that does not really matter in hindsight as they were unable to cover. So we're going to be looking for a bounce-back winner here on Saturday. However, we're going to be looking at a look-ahead line on the NFL. It's going to be on a matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Denver Broncos. And the play of the day is we're going to be going with is going to be on the Dolphins minus 3.5. It's available on Bet on the line at minus 113. A time recording of 5:46 a.m. Eastern time. A couple reasons why I like the Dolphins in the spot. First of all, these two teams have been heading in opposite directions all season long. Miami is currently 6-3. Denver's currently 3-6. And Miami also entered this game in the middle of a 5-game winning streak. Now, of course, Ryan Fitzpatrick was involved in a couple of those games, but ever since Tua's taken over, they have been really sharp. Miami ended up beating Arizona by 3 a couple weeks ago, but other than that, they have won the other 2 games by at least 8 points. They have been playing really well with Tua at quarterback, and I expect that to continue against Denver. Denver has been struggling on both sides of the ball lately. If you look at the recent results, they've given up at least 30 points in each of their last 4 games. So I do expect Miami to move the ball pretty well. At the same point, Denver's offense has been struggling a lot lately as they ended up only scoring 12 points against the Raiders last week. To make matters worse, the main reason why this team has been struggling is because of Drew Lock, who has proven, in my opinion, that he is not a capable starting quarterback in the league. Last week against the Raiders, and everyone knows the Raiders' defense is not exactly great by any standard, Lock had 4 interceptions. He only threw for 254 passes, completed less than half his passes. So he's been a serious problem, and Miami's defense has been very opportunistic over the last couple of weeks. Miami has the ability to not only intercept passes, but return for touchdowns. Plus, Miami has a definite advantage in the special teams department. I know McMahon is a very good kicker, but Miami has been very good at blocking punts, punt returns, stuff like that. So I do think that Miami has the ability to dominate this game in all 3 phases. The main reason, though, why I like Miami, which I mentioned previously, just to be a little more specific, is going to be the turnover margin. Denver has really had serious issues when it comes to ball security. Drew Lock being the main reason why, as Drew Lock is currently tied for 3rd most interceptions in the entire league with 10. So he's had some serious issues. Meanwhile, Tua has been very solid with the ball, especially with ball security. I know that they ended up having a pretty bad turnover in the red zone last week against the Chargers, but as a whole, Tua has been very good with the ball. And I do expect that to continue as Denver's defense has been really, really bad lately. And I do think that Miami should be able to win the turnover battle. They should be able to move the chains, and they should be able to pressure Lock and to force him into making several mistakes. So I do think that Miami, simply put, is the better overall team. If you want to talk about some trends, I know that you might be wondering why this spread is a little bit low. This line has been moving. It's at 3.5 right now. It has moved up to 4 in a decent amount of spots, but this is still available at 3.5 in some books. Tua has yet to throw an interception, so he's been very good with his ball security. And looking at some of his performances lately, he's completing a pretty solid percent of his passes at 63.6%. I think he'll be able to take apart this Denver defense. I think they'll control the ball. And Flores is a significantly better coach than Vic Fangio. So I do think that Miami has an advantage in pretty much every department in this game. As Sanders is also a very solid kicker. He's missed 1 kick all year, so he can even rival McManus. I don't really know which area Denver has an advantage in besides, of course, home field. But Miami right now is an extremely consistent team. They're very reliable. And I do think against the Denver team that has been imploding over the last couple of weeks offensively, or even on both sides of the ball, I think Miami 3.5 is a solid price because I do think they'll win this game by at least 4 points. So the play of the day, once again, here for Saturday, November 21st, is going to be on the Dolphins minus 3.5, which is available on Bet on the line at minus 113. That's been this installment of Scott Selections. Good luck to all of you and respective bets today. Bye, everyone.